person dies, he is the breadwinner of the family. You have put 5 people into below the poverty line immediately. Our motto is service to the poor is not poor service.
Today it was a slightly different side of Swamiji about that mission and the clarity.
But there were millions of questions which got all the answers this evening.
Sri Madhusudan Sai's insightful wisdom, profound and universal, resonates deeply with audiences across the globe, transcending cultures and borders.
Over the last 12 years, which I am frequenting to Muddanahalli, when you enter the campus, you are a person. When you come out of the campus, you are a different person, because the kind of impact, the things are happening at a speed, it's just amazing. You can't put the words to that work which has been going on.
India averages 1,200 for one doctor, whereas Chennai is 380, 390. We are better than New York. There are several places which she was mentioning where the doctor-patient ratio is 11,000, 14,000, 31,000. So if you have one doctor for 31,000 people, you can clearly assume that 80% of them cannot avail any medical service. We're doing an ambitious 600-bed hospital in Bangalore. But a hospital is a very high execution skill set activity. How do you build a team to sustain the quality on an ongoing basis?
Quality is a concern everywhere. But as I said, when it comes to hospital, there is life at stake. So naturally, your quality levels have to be somewhere. You can't make a mistake there. We have very good set of followers from across the world. And I invited so many of them to come over and start this particular institution. I think it was there in their heart, they wanted to do something as good as this, but they didn't have the opportunity. And individually, you can't do a hospital. But collectively, they came together and they began this. I remembered how India lived thousands of years ago. Everybody was charitable. And temples were very, very rich in India because everybody donated to temples. And why were the temples rich? Because everybody thought everything belongs to God.
Yeah.
Why they were so heavily endowed? These temples were running gurukulams. These temples were running hospitals, the Vaidyashalas.
Yeah.
These temples were doing all kinds of charitable works. This is the country 200 years ago. I'm not even talking 2000 years ago where we don't have recorded history. So why? Because temples were heavily endowed. They had money of all the society gave to temple. They thought God is our owner and we are all belonging to. So if we revive that system again.
How much of support or interference do you get from the governments? And what are the nature of that, and how much what are the impediments that they really put through at you, or do they really support you? How does it work?
So government has been asking us the right questions. So we are thankful to them because they are keeping us on our toes and making sure that the program is actually delivering what is being promised. So initially it was slightly difficult, but eventually it's because of the good work that we have done and the kind of credibility that we have received from the people around. They are our testimonies, and that has spread.
I'd seen the hospital projects, other things going on, and it was so touching. What is it that thing sparks to do such work? That's something extra.
We are born with that element of compassion, which is the divine spark in us. So divine is compassionate. So I think when we see people in problems, in troubles, in suffering, it really moves us. It makes us ask ourselves, are we doing enough actually? So if you think that we have done so much and we go back very happy to sleep saying that, oh, we have done a lot of job, nobody does it and we only do it and we do it for free. No, we actually sleep dissatisfied, unfinished. Because we feel there is so much more to do and we have just no means to do it. We have limited capacities. I think this compassion is the core of it all, and we believe that everybody is divine, so the best way to serve divine, as he said.
There are a lot of people with a lot of money to give, but as he said, the credibility issue is there. We want the money to be utilized properly. And why I can't do it? Because I don't know how to do philanthropy, because I don't have the infrastructure to do it and I don't know how to do it properly. So there's a medium. So this credibility needs to be, that's how we are there.
People who can't even think of, unheard of, even first generation children to become a doctor. And this is something which I personally liked it very much, and it was so wonderful evening.
I requested only one thing from Swami. Since that time I was working in Kodai as a judge. So I see a lot of tribal people who are struggling to get the primary and basic education. The second thing is that, basic medical aid. So these two things are not available in that area. Within a month, a school was opened there, and then another couple of months, Swami has opened an Sai Swasthya there. So I really felt blessed.
The charity what we give, it should go to the needy people. This function is very good, and it's no words I can say. It's fantastic. We need the charity. That's more important in our country.
As the name sounded divine, it was indeed a divine evening. It was a visual treat to be here, witnessing the whole experience of Sadhguru. We'd love to be part of this.